Hello world, hello world, hello world. Please welcome. This is VK Advisory Ghana and VK Advisory International. We have for you today a video presentation on Metropolitan Municipal District Assemblies, popularly called MMDAs in Ghana. Please welcome aboard. And please, you are allowed to stream or download an audio of ours, and the URL is in your chat. Okay, just a little advertorial. We have for you PDA Youth Investment Form, primarily targeted at junior high school pupils and senior high school students. The description also is in your chat, so it's for Ghana only, please. Now, for today's issue, we're discussing MMDAs in Ghana, and we at VK Advisory Ghana allege and do so allege again that the MMDAs in Ghana are robbing the citizenry of proper urban lifestyles in sewerage management regarding flooding, persistent flooding every May, June, July in Ghana, especially June 2026 floods in Accra. We allege again that the MMDAs in Ghana rob the citizenry of proper urban lifestyles with regards to the construction of underground gas pipes, sewage pipes, proper refuse management, and spatial planning, among other things. Again, blames on the MMDAs in Ghana not updating and enforcing to the letter relevant bylaws and standards. And source for this information is GhanaWeb.com. A story that alludes to air pollution, air pollution in various cities across the country, Ghana. And it's just because the metropolitan and district assemblies do not enforce to the letter bylaws and standards regarding emissions and air pollution in general. Again, we at VK Law Ghana allege that the MMDAs in Ghana shirk their city and town planning responsibilities to private estate construction companies. So you can see private companies like Manette Estates, Regimanda Estates, and the like, who are able to construct gated communities using private funding, but the assemblies, who are an arm of government, never seem to do this. We can leave out the term Metropolitan Assembly because they have a company, the Tema Development Corporation, the TDC, which also builds gated estates or gated communities. Aside that, the majority of other MMDAs in Ghana shirk these responsibility and cedes the same to private estate construction companies, which is not a good move at all for Ghana. Again, MMDAs in Ghana do not distribute anti-snake venom in areas that have snakes and forest creatures. And a girl was beaten to, a 13-year-old girl specifically, was beaten to death by a cobra on a cocoa farm at Dadiesu in the Western North region. And there were no anti-snake venoms supplied to the farmers by the municipal or the district assembly. Again, we allege that the MMDAs do not distribute lifeboats for communities along the Volta and other river basins. Also, MMDAs along the Ghanaian coastline do not recruit and employ Coast Guards for public safety purposes along the beaches of Ghana. Now we have a story from the floor of Parliament and dated February 2026. And amongst the deliberations for that day on the floor, we called something, and credits to parliament.gh. And I read, want to start by saying that the Ministry of Transport and the Volta Lake Authority pay little attention to people who travel by lake. If you take the stretch, Karachi to Kajiji, Makango to Yeji, Lonto to Yeji, Dambai all along Kitari stretch, the main means of transport of the people who live along these areas is by boat. But unfortunately, these people travel without any protection, and sometimes they stay on the lake for almost 3 hours. Some of the boats are such that they can carry about 50 to 100 people. So again, we see the dereliction of duty by the Ministry of Transport, the Water Lake Authority, as well as the municipal metropolitan district assemblies with regards to the provision of lifeboats to Ghanaians who live in these areas. Now, the local government service has a mandate, and that is enshrined in Act 656, which is to ensure effective administration and management of local government in Ghana. Credits for this information, crcc.gov.gh. Again, with regards to children's rights, MMDAs in Ghana especially, or specifically the Gas South Municipal Assembly, is to be totally blamed for the death of an innocent Ghanaian child. Okay, and source for this information is GhanaianTimes.com. And 3 children drowned in the pond at Akwasa Hills in the Gas South Municipal Assembly. For more details on this story, we go to africanews.com. In 2022, April, on the 12th of April, there's a report cited by state-owned news outlet Graphic Online. Okay, and it shows that children had left home to play around the area of an incident on a Saturday morning and decided to wash down in the pit created by rainwater. Apparently, the topsoil at the area had been removed due to illegal sand and gravel weighing activities. And our commentary at VK Advisory Ghana is that the assembly, the Gas South Municipal Assembly, was negligent in, first of all, allowing illegal sand weighing, and then not ensuring that any pits and whatever, in fact, the whole area had to be cordoned off so that children would not have accessed that area because it was an industrial area, even though the activity there was illegal. So they were derelict first in allowing the illegality, and then not cordoning off the area and allowing children to access the area. And these children, 3 of them, drowning in an abandoned pit. And we know of a lot of abandoned pits also in the Galamsey areas. And the municipal assemblies, the metro assemblies, the district assemblies do not also cordon off such areas and allow free access by unsuspecting Ghanaians who eventually will get trapped in these sinking sands. Now, we allege at VK Advisory Ghana that the Ghana's Local Government Service Secretariat oversees an ineffective MMDA system, and also it's a clear case of dereliction of duty, and they have a fiduciary duty of care at the Local Government Service Secretariat to oversee and implement effectiveness in the MMDA system in Ghana. While MMDAs in Ghana have been given the mandate to oversee the governance of the natural resources under the country's decentralization policy, not much progress has been made. So it goes to say that central government also is complicit in this because they are not activating enough the decentralization policy that they have themselves subscribed to. Credit for this information is tribunepost.org. Now, according to the Auditor General's report, Sekri Akontombra and Suyaman, Assembly coordinating directors and their finance officers willfully diverted 150,981 cedis in land revenue into privately opened bank accounts. In view of this, the Auditor General recommended that management should report the theft to the police to institute the necessary actions aimed at recovery of the stolen funds. And this was dated in April 2018. Credit GhanaWeb.com, and the URL is in your chat. So all too soon we've come to the end of this episode. Background music credits Kofi Kinata video mix film 25, VDJ Neo made in Tadi, and credits youtube.com. Thank you.